Let's get salty. So I wanted to post topless for the cover because I'm so tired of the double standard that comes with titties. Like I'm over it. I think it's tired. I think it's 2019. The fact that my body has so much censoring when a male model can like pose for a fragrance campaign and show off his titties like freely and be embraced and get paid for it. It boggles my brain, and so I just really liked the activism behind it. And a bitch just likes to be naked, to be honest. So let's say what it is. Like, you add some oil to my body and I'm into it. So I'm a non-monogamous person. I have been dating as a non-monogamous person for about 2 years. I do it because I have a lot of love, and I am capable of loving more than one person at the same time. And I don't think that the love that I have for one person negates or takes away the love that I have for someone else. And it feels nice to feel loved and give it. The first thing is recognizing that not everyone wants to be non-monogamous. And so the way to do it in an ethical way is just to be very clear about what you want in a relationship very early on. You know, when I'm on a first date, I'm like, hey, I am non-monogamous, I'm not interested in being exclusive, and that's okay if you are. Like, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. We can be friends. I think the best thing you can do is just be honest about what you want. Just say what you want. If you're just trying to fuck, maybe you should say that. If you're trying to build a relationship, say that. Don't be afraid to say that. If you want to be exclusive, given how open-ended everything is, you know, across the world, and you feel kind of guilty about wanting to be exclusive, don't be afraid to say it. Like, just say what you want when you want it. If I were to make a recommendation on some like do as I say, not as I do, don't post. Like, actually just like really think about whether or not you want to post. I'm a very open person online just because I don't mind it. Social media can affect the relationships that you're building, and so if you're building something that's fresh and fragile, give it some time. Like, just give it the space that it needs for it to grow. Otherwise, you have too many people paying attention and making opinions about something that's fresh and new. They don't need to know your business. They just don't need to know your business. It's better when you're practicing non-monogamy to kind of keep your new relationships between you two and not everyone else. Do I follow that? Nah. So if you find yourself with a crush on someone on Instagram, because we all do it, I'd say the first thing that you gotta do is take an interest in them. Watch their stories, comment on their posts, make it clear that you've taken an interest in them. And then when it feels right, respond to something on their story. Ask a question, send an emoji, but just respond to their story versus like sliding in their DMs, because the DMs can be a little dirty. Like, the DMs are just a little dirty, right? Be a regular person and treat your crushes like they're regular people and take an interest in them and respond to their stories. If you don't have the words for it, it's okay. If you just don't know how you feel right now, it's okay. Understand it's a process, and understand that I'm going through it too. Language is limiting. Like, I know who I am at my core, and I know that I have yet to find a word or a label or a phrase that like fully grasps that, and that it's gonna just take me some time, or maybe I'll never figure it out. I'm still gonna live, I'm still gonna be out here, I'm still gonna be like, you know, just enjoying my time. We're all doing the like hard work of trying to put like a stamp on who we are, but we're still living, we're still existing, and we're still taking up as much space as fucking possible, because best believe we have to. It's all good, take your time, and live your life. I'd say I feel sexiest when I'm dancing in my mirror by myself and when I'm having sex. Like, I become an animal. Like, I'm just like a fucking monster. And when I'm with someone that like gets all the different parts of myself, that gets that I can be feminine and very, very, very feminine at times, and gets that I can be daddy many times, often. Like, I love when that happens. I love when I come into contact with an individual that like doesn't judge all the parts of myself, but instead embraces and like gets excited and surprised by all the different parts of myself. And I hope that everyone that watches this gets a chance to meet somebody that makes them feel sexy like that too. Not just in one fragment of themselves, but in all aspects of themselves. Like, that's fucking sexy.